Greetings and welcome, everybody, to the first episode of It Takes Little to Be a Big. Before we go any further, let me say we want to thank our gracious host, Social at Maine, right here at 1 West Commerce Street, Smyrna, Delaware. You can do anything from birthday parties to bar mitzvahs to photo shoots. They have changing rooms, photo booths, and a dedicated podcast room because that's where we're at right now. So with that being said, welcome, everybody. We appreciate you coming out. It's your man, Radio Shack, real name Meeshach Stennett, entrepreneur, owner of Minds Brand Management, proud alumnus of Delaware State University, and the current brand ambassador for Big Brothers, Big Sisters of Delaware. So we're here today because, y'all see me on these streets trying to push the agenda, but it's not just about me today, right? I got some guests in the building with me today, and I'm not even going to go any further and let them introduce themselves. Say what's up to the people.
What's up, everybody? My name is Brycen Alleyne, Delaware State alum as well. Current XFL San Antonio running back and a mentor for BBBS of Delaware.
My name is BJ Alleyne, Brycen's younger brother. Currently, I'm a senior at Slazing High School. I'll be attending West Point next year.
Talk about some of the things that you experienced in your past, whether it be family life or parents, but some of the things that kind of helped to get you to this point right now.
Sure. First of all, I'm the oldest at 8, so I was always the bigger brother. 4 boys, 4 girls. Oldest at 8, always been a bigger brother. In terms of like the athletic and the discipline and the way I was brought up. You know, we grew up within a program called Stay Reals in the city of Wilmington. Mark Newton, Gary Smith, those were my mentors, as well as Ronnie Caney. Those were my mentors kind of growing up, just teaching you how to be disciplined, how to be responsible as far as on the field, but that carried over into who I was off the field, as well as like my parents and stuff like that, because my parents or my dad came through this exact same program. Everybody who's been a part of the program, as far as mentorship, has been in the program as well. So, that's kind of how I started off. And then I was the youngest person to go down there at one point in time. Then my other brother, Karan, was the youngest person, and BJ was the youngest person. So it just kind of trickled down like that, and everybody's just sort of followed suit, you know? So that just kind of, that whole thing right there is really, I want to say, the reason why we are who we are, and our mentors are our mentors. That's the reason why, honestly.
That's dope. So you led the way, right, for the family and all that. So BJ, talk about that. What do you remember as a younger kid, seeing your big bro, leading the family, taking care of everybody? What's some of the things that come to your mind?
First thing, talking about Stay Real, it felt like there's always, him and then a whole bunch of other, great mentors and like big brothers I could look up to, in the gym, just getting their work in, going hard. And then like talking about Brycen, just as a kid, he always, kept me around, with whatever he was doing in high school, going like his team dinners, some weekends, taking me up on the sideline with them at his games and everything. So just like having those experiences, get to, see it like up close, with him helped me.
Sure, I had him everywhere. We was in high school, he was in the locker room, he was on the sideline. In college, I brought him down to Del State. I brought him down to Del State. I brought him and my brother Karan down to Del State with me. I want to say like my sophomore or junior year. Mm-hmm. I had him in one of the parties with me. He was somewhere in there with me. You know what I'm saying?
You
like
gotta watch you at the parties.
They
gonna cougar you out, bro.
I was having fun because I didn't have any older brothers. All I had was my dad, and then like when we were down at Stay Real, I had like the older guys who were down there, but like. After those 2 hours we were down there, then it was just me back to being the older brother. Yeah. So then now it was like, all right, cool. I got a little bit of freedom. I'm having fun. My dad's excited for me. Boom, let me bring my brothers down here. Brothers down here having fun, and then boom, we get back on the road, drive back home the next day because it's only an hour away from the crib. So I think that was fun just because I didn't have the experience. So to kind of like bring them along with me, to have them just experience it a little bit for whatever they could experience. That was dope as well. So, we had fun,
salute
man.
To you for that, because that's not the average. Big brothers and big sisters. I got kids right now. And I know they ain't the average where they just like, come on, we gonna take you up and be a part of that, because that takes a lot, right? Mm-hmm. And that's a huge reason why you are the type of person you are, right? Because we're gonna get back to you, BJ, but even you, right? So y'all originally from Wilmington, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right. We know Wilmington is not the easiest place to grow up in.
Right.
Right? And for y'all to be have the level of success that you've been having. We'll get to that. You know what I'm saying? How did you, like, it's hard to not get distracted and all that. And I remember meeting you. So, you know, both went to Del State, but obviously generations apart. I was there in the 1900s. You know what I'm saying? But the first time that, and we started doing the social media, but the first time that I was outside and saw you, you came right up to me. Because if I saw you, I saw the Drew. I'm like, yo, there's a rap out here? Like, what's up with that, though? Right? Right? I'm like, yo, there's some rapper dude out here. And then you walk right up like, yo, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, oh, snap. And that's good because that's that type of, that fellowship that we don't have out here in our community.
Yeah, most definitely.
You know what I'm saying? And that's why even going back to it takes little to be big, right? That made you big in my eyes.
Right.
And that was a little thing, just saying what's up.
Yeah.
Right? So big up to you for that, no pun intended. You understand? Because you taking that on means a lot at a young age, right? So let me ask you, BJ, with you having Big Bro as the example, do you do any type of, like, not officially mentoring, but do you, like, show your younger brothers or maybe younger members of your team, do you lead the way for them?
Yeah, definitely. You know, with my brother, just he's gonna be crazy just already.
Football too, or
everything, anything. Yeah, but it's just whatever he's into, helping him out, just teaching him, helping him. He used to be real into like video games. He still is. He got franchise players of all of us on Madden.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, it's just helping him out, getting better at those little things, and in school, mentoring and tutoring, you know, other kids, people coming up, making sure everybody's feeling included and everything on the football team. Any questions, you know, working out, all that. You know, a lot of people coming to me just because they see, you know, what I've been able to produce on the field. Any questions they got, I'm always open for it.
So speaking of producing on the field, you definitely did your thing this year, right? State championship for your high school, Gatorade Player of the Year, Offensive Player of the Year, and you've already committed to West Point, man. So salute to you on that right Appreciate there, that. Man. Just talk about, and I kind of mentioned it, but there's a lot of people who play football. But how was it having him lead the way and show you and be successful? Because we haven't even gotten to what he's been able to accomplish on the field. But how was it having his level of success and just that experience ahead of you? How do you believe that has made you be the standout athlete, not just on the field, but off the field as well?
On the field, I just feel like just seeing, you know, what he's good at and what he's not good at. I mean, that's why I'm better than him. It's because I see what he's not good at and what he doesn't do, or like mistakes he's made in the past, and then I was able to not make those mistakes, like in high school and everything like that. Off the field, just, I mean, we're two different personalities, but definitely like seeing like someone I want to be like. Just he's very, you know, vibrant, open, definitely an extrovert. So just being like, that's something I would definitely want to strive to be. So taking my little steps and everything like that.
That's what's up, yo. How does that make you feel hearing that, man?
I mean, it's cool, man. You know, we don't have like those type of like conversations and stuff like that. Like, I'm weird too, just because like that's kind of how like me and my dad was. Like, he like led by example. He would tell me, you know, obviously what things not to do, what things to do. And, you know, he kind of let me be my own person. So that's kind of like how I treat like my younger siblings is, you know, obviously letting them be who they are, not telling them what to do, not telling them exactly what not to do. But if they come to me for advice, boom, I'm going to give it to you like that. Like, yo, listen, like, this is why I'm in whatever situation that I'm in. This is why I'm not in that situation, or whatever the case may be. It feels good just knowing that, like, as I'm not super duper vocal with them, but like my actions show it. Like, I lead by example. So like, it's good to know that like he's watching the examples that I'm kind of putting out, instead of like, you know, we don't really talk like that. Like, so he ain't telling me X, Y, and
cool.
Z.
That's why we're here today, though.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So like, I know that like I'm leading the way through examples and stuff. So I think it's cool. Yeah,
that's what's up. It's cool. And listen, speaking of cool, I'll never forget. I was sitting there early. You know, it was early in the morning. I'm working and I'm watching sports, and I hear that name come across. It was Sports Center Top 10. I seen you jumping over the end zone and all that. So tell the people, man, like, yo, how is that whole? For those that don't know, you are a professional football player with the XFL League. Yep. Tell the people a little bit about the league, how you ended up getting there, and how that experience has been for you.
Shoot, my whole story. That's why like I like to go around and speak on it because I know it's more people who are going through the same thing, as well as it's people who kind of are looking at it and want to be here. So it's like, I mean, my story wasn't, or my road wasn't anything easy at all. Like I graduated 2019. Soon as after I graduated, nothing really happened. Did my pro day at University of Delaware. That's a whole nother story. But did my pro day there. Nothing happened after. Ended up signing to go play arena ball. Played arena ball for maybe like a couple weeks in Iowa. Went out there, got cut after camp. COVID happened. So now it's really no motion going on, like nothing at all.
Yeah.
Come back home, get back to the training, sign another contract to go play in Arizona. Go out there the following year, like that following January of, I want to say, 22 or 21. And played the first game, got cut after the first game. Back home again, working, training, whatever the case may be. Ended up signing another contract to go back to Iowa. Went out there after a week. I was like this not it. Like I don't want to be out here anymore. I don't want to play for this league. And then I ended up going to Atlanta to a tryout for the Fan Control League. Fan Control League had like Johnny Manziel, T.O., all of them on there. So like they had a lot more exposure. Went down there, snapped in my tryout, immediately signed, came home for a week, went right back to Atlanta. Played in Atlanta that whole time, that whole spring in 22. And then was nominated Player of the Year, set the rushing record down there. Like finally got the opportunity that I felt like I deserved and what I did in college. Then went to an XFL tryout. Everything was cool there. Did what I had to do. I want to say like maybe like 2-3 weeks later, the GM for the Houston Roughnecks had called me and was like, "Hey, listen, like we want to sign you come November." I'm like, "All right, bet." You know what I mean? Like it felt good, and you know what I mean. Throughout that whole process in the fall of 22 was just like me going to private workouts. Went to DC's private workout. Went to Orlando's private workout, and all of that was cool. Then you know what I mean. Eventually, come November, I end up getting drafted by the Roughnecks. Get drafted by them. Go to camp. Do what I'm supposed to do what I've been waiting to do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, with that given opportunity and, you know, made the best out of my opportunities and it ended up being on SportsCenter. It was number 2 on the top 10 plays and stuff. So like that was amazing because it was like I was finally getting what I felt like I deserved 3-4 years ago, you know? And then ended up getting calls like interest from NFL teams that just didn't work out the way that I would have liked it to. And then, you know what I mean, here we are going into year 2 with the new merger of the XFL and the USFL, which will now be the UFL, United Football League. And instead of me playing for the Houston Roughnecks, I'll be playing for San Antonio. So, like, everything is kind of, you know, obviously working out in my favor. I mean, you can't really cheat. You can't cheat the grind. Like, the game is going to pay you what you pay it. So, you know what I mean, that's why I'm, you know, blessed enough to kind of be in the position that I'm in right now.
That's dope. Well, congratulations on all that. So you're going to be out there with Wemby.
Yeah.
That's crazy,
Yeah.
He is nuts right now. So,
he like
man,
4 whole bodies of me.
listen, that's gonna be a dope picture when you get that picture with him, man. But first off, just congratulations,
Thank
right?
you, man.
Because I know from I don't know, not from the collegiate athlete perspective, but from the perspective of just knowing a lot of my peoples that played college sports and just wanted to play professional sports, right? Mm-hmm. And a lot of times, you know, they'll have that aspiration. I want to go to the NFL. And if that don't work out, they just kind of,
Yeah.
But that ain't stop you, right?
Nah.
And that's not going to stop your journey, right? So salute to you for that. BJ, West Point is up next, right?
Yeah.
So let's talk about if you could sit right now and write out the next 6 years of your life, right? How's it playing out for you?
Well, I really got like the next 9 years
planned out already.
Yeah,
see, you could tell the difference, yo. At his age, if you'd have said 6, I'd have told you I got 3 for you.
I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow.
He said 9. All right, well, let's hear it, man. Let's hear it, please.
Like with West Point, you know, committing to West Point, you gotta serve additional 5 years after.
That's right.
Yep. So I'll go there for 4 years, then I'll serve in either special forces or military intelligence for those 5 years after I graduate.
So you're considering special forces, like you're not even going there to play.
Yeah.
So you know what? And I meant to say this. I've heard you mention your father. Mm-hmm. Did you grow up with just your father, or was both your parents?
No, I had both my parents, and then my stepmom growing up as well. So I mean, we had a lot of a lot of resources. You know what I mean? A lot of resources. You know, my mom's a lawyer. My dad is doing what he's doing. He was a former police officer, is now in reentry programs and stuff. And then my stepmom works in, was it Medicare and stuff like that? So, yeah, healthcare field and stuff. So, you know what I mean, we had a lot of good examples and a lot of discipline and a lot of, you know what I mean, character development, stuff like that. So that's kind of why we are, you know what I mean, me and him are complete opposites, really. But, you know what I mean, you could kind of tell where we come from the same background.
The common denominator is successful.
Yeah.
Right? So that's key. So big up to your parents for that, man. Like, and like we said, once again, coming out of some of these communities, it makes it extra hard to do that, man.
Yeah, most definitely.
So special forces, man. First off, everything that you're doing, BJ, like, keep doing it, right? Like, it seems like you have your head on your shoulders, you know where you're going, and you have a whole community that's going to be supporting you. So I can't wait to see you running all over the field and doing whatever you're doing, you know what I'm saying, at West Point, and then just being successful. In terms of you, bro, I can't wait to be watching you again this season. You know what I'm saying? Doing what you're doing in San Antonio and all of that. And the most important part of all of this is that, coming back to it, it's just about mentorship, right? Yeah. And let's speak specifically about the AMP program, right? So you have an athlete mentoring program that you guys are a part of, right? Can you just talk a little bit about that? And then I want you to give like what you think the benefits are of it.
Yeah, so I'm a co-facilitator for the AMP program. This year was my first year. You know, I wanted to touch more with like the community and, you know, obviously the youth and stuff coming home from Houston. And it was awesome because I got to kind of be the face of where all of those guys kind of wanted to go. You know, we had guys from, I wouldn't say all over, but, you know, up and down 95. We had guys from Howard High School. We had guys from Imhotep up in Philly and everything. So being able to kind of be that guy that they can see, and it's like, yo, listen, I done been through what y'all were going through on the field as well as off the field, you know, in the classroom and stuff like that. And then kind of giving them keys to how to be successful in where they are at in life to now where I am in life. And I like to kind of be the example to say like, yo, listen, there are things that go on within the football field or whatever field or court that you may play on, right? And we like to kind of harp on like the stressors of being an athlete. You know, you got your social life, you got the image that you want to keep, then you got to be able to perform on the field, then you got to go to school and do your homework and stuff like that, and then you just got to be an overall good kid. And, you know, I like to use myself as an example all the time because, you know, I'm one of those people, you know, I was raised very well. I'm very disciplined, but I like to go out and party. Like I go out, party, I do whatever, all type of crazy stuff, you know? Yeah.
So like brunch too.
Yeah. So doing that, but then still being like as successful as I am and continuing to be is just kind of one of those things that I try to project onto them within the AMP program. Is just like, yo, listen, you could do what you want to do, be smart about it. You know, at the end of the day, you have an image to upkeep and you got somewhere where you want to go. And in order to go somewhere, you just got to be able to put out the right image and do the right things, not get in trouble, take care of what you want to take care of in school. Like growing up, I got good grades because I wanted to play football. It wasn't because I liked school. It wasn't because I wanted to go to college. It was, I want to play football in college. The only way I could do that is to get good grades in high school. The only way I can graduate and to be eligible to play in college is to get good grades, you know, and it just kind of like went hand in hand. So I like to tell people, especially those kids, I like to say like, what's your why, bro? You know what I mean? Like we talk about coming from Wilmington, a lot of people's situations are very different from mine. So if your situation is you want to get off of 4th Street, right? You want to get off of 4th Street, you don't like dealing with whatever's going on. All right, cool. How do we change that situation, right? You want to go to school, you're going to get good grades, you're not going to do nothing stupid, right? You're going to perform on the field, you're going to get a scholarship, you're going to go to school, you're going to get an NIL, you're going to get some money, you go to the league, you're going to get some money, boom, you done changed your whole family situation. So that's how I like to kind of put that within the program and within the kids that we got coming in and out of that program.
Dope. Talk about some of the benefits, man, that you see in some of the other athletes that you see from the program.
Yeah, I mean, I start off just by having someone that's where you want to be. I mean, that's like immediate confidence booster because, you know, you're able to like to touch that, you know, you got that person to talk to, and then just having all of their the knowledge that they're giving you, you know, which you can do, like what they did that they're telling you shouldn't do. It just makes it much easier for you to stick to the course.
That's what's up, man. Speaking of sticking to the course, I want to invite both of y'all down next week. Is the set? Oh, that's right. You're getting ready to go.
I leave Friday.
You leave Friday. Well, good luck to you.
Yeah.
BJ, if you want to come down, it is our second annual Black Male Initiative Conference at Delaware State University. I'm the master of ceremonies for this year's. And we have our keynote speakers, Montel. I think he's going to sing or something. I don't know, but seriously, we have a great program down there, and it's all about Black males and excellence and leadership. And this was a perfect setup. This was the perfect pregame because y'all epitomize Black excellence, family, and brotherhood and mentorship.
Right.
So thank you so much for coming out today. If there's anything that you want to say to friends, family, whoever the people's listening, this is your chance, man.
Shoot, I mean, nothing really. You guys are watching this, and you're watching it for a reason. Whether it is to get something out of it, whether it is to support, stay that way, stay that course. You know what I'm saying? If I'm doing it to support, keep supporting. If I'm doing it to get some information from it, take that information and do something from it. And then, like we said, big brothers, big sisters of Delaware. We looking for more mentors. Looking for more mentors because it really takes nothing. It takes nothing.
Little to be big.
It takes little to be big. And at the end of the day, the same stuff that I give to him, I'll give it to anybody. You know what I mean? I'm a mentor to kids who are currently now at Delaware State. So like through anything, because you got to be a different type of strong to go through Delaware State, especially Delaware State athletics. So it's like to do that and to be a part of it and to be where I'm at now, I like to try to give those keys to everybody. So, whatever you pulling from this podcast is just, pass it along to the next person.
Yeah, man. He passing along to you, BJ.
Yep.
Any closing remarks?
Yeah, just, whatever you get out of it and take action.
Take action, man. That's what's up, man. Well, look, I look forward to seeing both of y'all with that action on the field.
Yep.
And I look forward to seeing you at West Point, my brothers. Listen, man, thank you for tuning in. We understand that y'all could have been anywhere in the world, but y'all here with us right now. On behalf of Big Brothers, Big Sisters of Delaware, I am the brand ambassador, Meeshach Stennett. I strongly urge you to go follow us on all social media platforms, BBBSDE, and you can go to our website, BBBSDE.org, and find out all of the amazing programs that we have going on. We have purchased our land down in Dover. Y'all got to come check that out. Yeah. Our Youth Enrichment Center, it's under construction right now, will be open 2025. Okay. So like I said, man, we doing big things in Delaware. It takes a little to be big. We'll see you when we see you. Peace.